This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Monday, the 26th of March. I'm James Spann. Very nice weather today, then gradual changes later in the week. Let's take a look. Early this morning, we'll check some of the Skycam shots at the somewhat insane hour of 5 o'clock. There's a look at downtown Tuscaloosa. Down below, that's Lurleen B. Wallace Boulevard, as seen from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Sky's clear. Feels pretty good. There's a look at downtown Jasper and downtown Haleyville in Winston County up in northwest Alabama. It's a high-amplitude pattern. This is the water vapor satellite view across the nation, that pesky upper low that brought the crazy weather across much of the nation for the past week is now slowly moving off the coast of the Carolinas. Got a ridge over the center of the nation and a new trough digging out west. And that ridge will be moving in here, which means we're going to turn warmer in coming days. There's the highs yesterday. We were in the 70s. Most of Texas in the 80s, and again, that's the warmer air spreading in here, so today will be around 80, low to mid-80s likely through midweek. Watch warning map around the nation, not much happening, kind of cold in the east. Note those freeze warnings over Ohio and the adjacent states as they are shivering this morning. Kind of windy out across the lee of the Rockies. It's dry and windy out there, and some winter weather issues out in Nevada, in the mountains out there. Convective outlook, that looks more like June or July, doesn't it? It's a standard slight risk over the Dakotas. Tomorrow, slight risk from near Wichita up through St. Louis into Missouri. And on day 3, low end 5% probabilities just north of Alabama. In fact, that little 5% ring hits the Tennessee Valley with a weakening front easing in here, and I don't think that'll be much of an issue. In fact, really, rain is not much of an issue this week. This is valid through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Suggesting not much at all for Alabama. And I think that's correct. Unfortunately, rain chances will probably increase as we get into the weekend, and we'll talk about that. This is the OZGFS, the Global Forecast System, valid at 12 noon today. Or 12 noon, 1 o'clock. We're back on daylight saving time at 500 millibars. And there's your trough ridge trough. We have a light northerly flow aloft, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Sunny with a high right around 80. Both the GFS and the NAM are now printing 79. Tomorrow, pretty deep surface low is moving up into northwest Minnesota, sub 1,000 millibar, with a trailing front, but there's just not much moisture to work with. We're dry, and again, low to mid-80s tomorrow, pretty warm. Wednesday, low-level moisture slowly increases, but with the upper ridge in place, I don't think we see any rain. We've got that surface boundary approaching from the north that's up on the Ohio River, but all the upper support is lifting out, so there could be a few showers and storms, I guess, north of us, but I just think Wednesday we'll leave it dry. Thursday, there could be enough moisture for an isolated shower somewhere, but don't think it rains very much, and we stay in the low 80s. Same thing on Friday. Any shower should be very, very isolated. So most of you will be dry through Friday, and we stay warm. All right, what about that weekend? A lot of things are happening outdoors. A lot of people want to know, is it going to rain? And I think the answer is yes, but it's going to be a case where I can't tell you now exactly when and where. This is the upper look, and you can see energy over Kansas and Oklahoma, and the ridge is clearly breaking down. So with the ridge breaking down, the air becomes more unstable, and with that little impulse approaching, that will bring in the chance of showers and storms. And if you like the numbers game, the chance of any one spot getting wet seems to be about 50-50. The sky should be mostly cloudy, and the high would be in the upper 70s if the sun doesn't break out. If the sun peaks out for a while, we could see low 80s. And there's Sunday, and this is suggesting the coverage of the showers might diminish a little bit on Sunday, with low 80s and a mixture of clouds and sunshine. So that's the way it looks now. And again, we'll refine this as we get closer, but certainly a chance of showers and storms both days. The coverage could be a little greater on Saturday with that impulse coming in from the west. And pretty much the same thing Monday, kind of a moist, muggy air mass, but not much support for rain. We note that new surface low out there in the lee of the Rockies. Let's check the end of the forecast. This is April 10th. Now, this run has a big ridge over us, and that's warm and dry with a trough out west. And I say warm and dry. It's actually muggy and moist, and there could be some showers, but no severe weather look. But keep in mind, we have seen a number of runs off both the European and the GFS that do support a cold shot in early April. And I'm just saying that, it almost always happens here. And for the growers that have gone ahead and planted stuff, just be aware that a frost or a freeze in early April would not surprise me at all. We'll just wait and see. Well, once we get within 7 days, we can be specific on that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today. And if you live around here, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. And even if you don't live around here, on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.